was just thinking. We're getting so close to the end of this game. And it's very sad. It's gonna be very sad when it's all over. But then again, I am also extremely excited to play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Like, I'm very, very hyped about it. There's not much left of this game. I have almost 100 hours in it now. Doesn't feel real. It's crazy. We left off in the middle of conversation because we swapped over to Baldur's Gate. So let's do a little recap. I didn't want to leave off on that point. Let's go when Rafa shows up. I have returned, Barbed Head. Your benevolence? Are you done with the rite? Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will help ease her sorrow, even if just a little. So, you have been speaking with my father? Yeah, you could say that. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Corian, as it stands today, owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honored. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer. Yes, of course. It seems Rafa doesn't know what her father is really like. Alright, there we go. There's our little recap. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. We're so close. Oh my god, it was just one more line of dialogue. It was just one more line of dialogue. That is hilarious. Oh my god, that's so funny. I have an insane theory. Oh, May 10th detention center. Oh, it's you, Nick. Maya, you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence. But I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. What if the Queen's ex was Dirk? The father committed the murder because he wanted to make his way into power. Dirk's mad knowing what his true intentions are. Possibly. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's that princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing. Oh. It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Uh-oh. Princess Rafa overheard me. What idiocy is this? Abbot in me, a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. Alright. I was just raising the possibility. I will not listen to such tomfoolery. She leaving? She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Alright, Maya, now tell me all the things you couldn't tell me before. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the rite. I wonder if Abbott wasn't a rebel, but was set up so he'd be killed. So this isn't a case of who murdered him, but who set him up. possibly. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky? That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Although the prison is up on the mountain, I'm sure that's gonna be relevant. Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm gonna learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on. Yeah, the spirit channeling thing. I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll, explain later. With Princess Rafa gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits? Oh, that! You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here? I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though. In Koryanism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. Oh, I see. I can't wait for the end of this game for Maya to become the queen of Koryan. Then we're gonna overthrow the current queen. Make Maya queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority then, in that sense. But so why is the Fae clan like so attuned to it? I'm curious. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it too. Spirit channeling in the Koryan tradition was developed from a Koryanist style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Koryanese. It may be a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know. So if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the queens of Koryan, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, then I guess that makes Queen Garan and Princess Rafa distant relatives of Maya's? Interesting. The family tree grows. Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. I had no idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become the master? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I guess it was. You did have struggle with Mia sometimes. I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. Yeah, it was That's true. He's right about this. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possessed her as opposed to her channeling them. Like most of the time, Mia was just coming whenever she wanted. She's like, hey, what's up? I'm here now. Hey, Mia. How's it hanging? So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want? Yep. At least, I think. You think? Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. Show us Mia! Show us Mia! But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. That's crazy. All these ghosts just coming into her body being like, I'm here now. Oh, bye. I gotta leave for the next one. Hey, I'm here now. Poor ghosts. Finally, someone channeled me. I can speak to my family. Oh, man. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. The ghosts aren't allowed to rest. I'm gonna ace that test and become the next master. You can call me an ace spirit medium. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of Khura'in Village. It's gotta be a lot of pressure. So, speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo-Twilight Realm. Oh. My brother just called me to ask what game to buy. And I gave my very informed opinion. So sorry about that. It was a very necessary call. Oh, you must mean the plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo-Twilight Realm. Yeah, tell me about the plumed Punisher. Which came first? Steel Samurai or plumed Punisher? I need to know who's ripping off who. So you've already seen the plumed Punisher. You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. Ah, she's back! I'm so glad she didn't come back for the spirit channeling thing. There is not a single person in Khura'in who does not know of it. Oh, your benevolence. You're back. As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements, you've said 1,000 times. So, I have changed my mind. For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous not even from your blasphemous theories. Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show off to both of you. Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yep. Ta-da! What's that? It's her plumed Punisher keychain. Or strap, sorry, the strap. It's an ultra rare plumed Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It's cute. It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of this strap? Oh, is she also a big fan of the show? Are they gonna bond over that? Don't tell me you're a plumed Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. Oh. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I am telling the truth. Oh, she gets so flustered. Sure, let's leave it at that. Oh, Rafa. So how'd you get your hands on that Maya? I found a kindred spirit in a plumed Punisher fan here in Khura'in. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders. And by cultural... Sorry, just heard massive thunder. Okay, gamers. if for some reason the stream goes off, it's because of the storm. If I don't think it will, but in case I suddenly disappear, I was not murdered. It was the storm. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swapped TV show promo merchandise? You bet. I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Karayanese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. Aww. I guess there are people like that wherever you go. Even here in Karayan. Watch this. When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song. Is this relevant? Is the Steel Samurai gonna be like a big part of this case? What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go daka don 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 in the intro. This one-of-a-kind strap plays the Plume Punisher theme when the Magatama on her belt is pressed. Right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Interesting. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plumed Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. Oh, fancy. I'm going to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. This should be very easy for you. They've already written a whole show because of you, Maya. I'm sure you'll have no problem. It's gonna be a huge hit. Right, Your Benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plumed Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay. Thanks, Nick. Oh, I love when they just go boop. Like they don't fade, they just boop. I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. You coming, Rafa? My father is a great man with a gentle soul, is he not? Yeah, well, are we talking about the same person here? You too could become a man of upstanding character if you learn from his example. Sure. Upstanding character? Him? I care little for that tone of yours. It is as if you do not agree. No, you have it all wrong. Why is my face always such an open book? You have visited the accused a number of times already. Could it be you are smuggling in tools one at a time for a jailbreak? Of course not. Besides, you've been watching me like a hawk. Well then, perhaps you're cutting the bars in the visitor's room bit by bit. How on earth would I even do that? With that barbed head of yours, of course. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Of course it is. I'm merely having a little fun here. Well, please, don't have it at my expense. I'm mentally taxed enough already. Alright, to the temple. Temple. It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Guessing Albie? Mr. Wright, Your Benevolence! Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yeah, please allow me to help. Okay, first we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right! It was that rebel hunter! But what of it? That's what I'm not so sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the Wright? If you could solve that mystery... Right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. Might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act... But I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead.
How unfortunate for you, Barbed Head. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime, after all.
Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest.
I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the D.C. Act.
Your benevolence!
While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is, perhaps, a product of my careful monitoring of your every move.
I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, Your Benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence, within the confines of the law.
How can you be so sure you will?
Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon.
What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time, I will prove that the insights I glean thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe.
Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Karayan. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. To be continued. Bum, bum, bum. May 11th, 9:40 a.m., High Court of Karayan. Accused lobby. I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday, but if I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe...
Nick, today
Don't look so down, Maya. I'm going to defend you with everything